But yeah, that's probably the wildest thing.
Last time you was on the show, I don't think we got into your musical taste at all.
It's all over the place.
Can I just hear some artists that you're into or that you want to put your friends and family up on?
I really like an auntie. Like, I like old school music. Like, I like
Jodeci.
80s and 90s music for real. Like, I'm not really into none of the new age people like that.
Okay,
much.
can I just list some artists and get your opinions of them?
Yep.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
BVD.
Yeah.
Maybe when I was a kid.
So you like them older than that? Yo, the artist you ain't?
No, not older than that. I mean,
You look like Earth, Wind, Fire type person.
I was about to say, I do like some older stuff, but BBD, no. No.
No Boys to Men.
Thumbs down to them, too.
How you say it? Sade or Sade?
Sade.
I always say Sade, then some people start saying no, it's Sade, so I never know to the
Love Sade, if that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, love her.
Okay.
I like Eric Badu, Jill Scott.
So do you ever watch them Tiny Desk concerts on YouTube?
Not really.
Oh, you gotta check.
You
them out.
know what they are.
I do watch them. Like when I go get my hair done, the girl who do my hair, she always playing something like that when we, sitting around in the shop. But on my pastime, probably not.
Maxwell, they just dropped one with Maxwell. He got a good Tiny Desk. A few people, like the artist named Sir. You ever heard of him?
Mm-mm.
They also had Wiz Khalifa, which was good too.
I didn't watch his.
Yeah, his was fire.
Check
I
out
love
this
Maxwell,
artist
though.
named Sir. You may like him. He got a song called, I forgot. Oh, it's called John Redcorn.
I know who that is.
John Redcorn.
He did the video like King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
Yeah, it had Kendrick Lamar in there.
Yeah. What's Kendrick was on it?
Yeah, they were cartoons.
Thumbs down for that too.
You don't like King of the Hill?
I'm
What?
gonna put it down, sir.
It was a pleasure having you on the show.
Wow. Is there a reason? It got to be a good reason why.
I don't know. I guess maybe it was how I was raised. Like my mama wouldn't let me watch like Bart Simpson and stuff like that, or like I used to watch it a little bit, but that's not something she'd be like. If I cut it on, she'd be like, "Girl, change the channel." Like I lived in a household with my grandparents, so they were all about like, you need to go try to learn something. You can turn the TV on, go get one of these gadgets and do something like that. Do something constructive. I used to do a lot of arts and crafts and stuff like that when I was younger, but I've never been into like the animated TV. So King of the Hills, those people back there that you was talking about, like I don't watch that kind of stuff.
I bet you'll like it if you give it a chance.
Possibly.
I don't know about King of the Hill, but Rick and Morty,
King of the Hill.
Right.
See, I was just saying.
Because I didn't try to watch King of the Hill, late night, because that's all used to come on regular TV back in the day. Like, no, I'm not watching that. By that time, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's time to go to bed. Try to make yourself go to sleep.
So can I ask you a question about, I guess, parenting? Because off air, I asked you about, have you ever been to a lock-in? And you was like, no, they wouldn't allow me to. How strict was your was your childhood, and do you think that molded you into being, I guess, a serious adult now, or whatever type of adult you would claim yourself to be?
I had a strict childhood, but not really. Like, so my mom was a young mother. My mom got pregnant at 16. She had me at 17. So, of course, her upbringing skills was different because she wanted to shield and prevent me from doing the things that she did at her age. Mm-hmm. So, a lot of stuff she wouldn't let me do. But I did a lot of stuff. So it's like, it's hard to like, I can't say that it was real strict. Like I didn't have a curfew coming up. I used to get to do whatever I wanted to do for real, but I wasn't a bad kid. Like we stay out all night on the porch. We wasn't doing that. We just sitting on the porch. But yeah, but I feel like the structure and the things that she instilled in me and my grandparents and my family period have helped me to be the person I am. Yeah.
Was she like the type like, look, no boys at the house? And this...
What? Boys? Yeah, none of that. I wasn't able to have like a boyfriend freely until I was like 17, 18 or something like that. So,
that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, they wasn't playing none of that. And then I lived in a household with my uncles. I had 4 uncles besides my 4 uncles, my granddaddy, like, and everybody was scared of my uncles and my cousins. So it was like none of that was never happening. They wasn't even looking my way. Like, nothing was happening.
You might have asked her.
Go ahead, sure. Right.
I was going to say, since we're talking about that, the family structure has been impacted very big in a negative way. I want to ask your opinion. What do you think is missing out of the households, predominantly the black household today?
It's always for me. I feel like a strong black male structure, somebody that a person that can be looked up to and shown, what a real man is supposed to do and operate like for me, both my grandparents were married. For a long time, they both were active in their kids' lives and things of that nature. They had good jobs, they pay bills, they owned their own homes, things of that nature. Like I don't feel like that's a thing now, like for the new age, I guess if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, I feel that's what families and communities lack structure.
Also, since you brought that up about ownership, do you think we need to? I know your answer, but just for the sake of conversation, do you think we need to preach more on ownership to our children, like owning their own businesses, stuff like that?
My auntie was just talking about this too the other day. Just putting generational wealth in, not necessarily owning a business. It could be owning some type of property or putting your money towards something besides just your regular everyday life.
And coming from a business owner yourself, I understand it could be challenging sometimes, but it's definitely worth it. Would you say?
I don't know. Every day it'd be like a struggle. Like some days I guess all business owners go through this. Sometimes it be up, sometimes it be down. The way the economy going now is like, that's what me and a lot of my business friends talk about. Like, how they been feeling, how they been getting hit business wise. Have they been busy? Have they been slow? That sort of thing. So I guess it's different with each type of business, and that's what I've been thinking about lately. Like, do I want to stay doing carry out? Do I want to do a sit down? Do I want to do a food truck? Do I want to do something else? Like, do I want to just fully do catering? It's hard to say, like, with food and how the economy is going, like, what to do. So you just try to kind of keep, like, multiple. That's why, like, I got the restaurant. I'm still doing catering. I go to guest restaurant. I do whatever need to be done at this point because
24/7 hustle.
Yeah, don't stop.
Would you ever put your business side of a food hall?
Thought about it. Thought about it a lot, especially with the trap ramen concept, because I feel like that's something that would do good in one of those type of atmospheres. Mm-hmm. I feel like people being able to try certain things or get little samples of different types of dishes, because it's more to the trap ramen than just the ramen. We've been only focusing on the ramen just because that's what's most popular and that's what we feel like most people will resonate with, but it's sushi, it's all different types of things that we had, wanted to incorporate with trap ramen. We just been feeding it in a little bit at a time, I guess you could say. Yeah.
I do got a question about, delivery services like DoorDash. From your perspective, do you guys have to pay for that service? Is it like $100 for a year, and then our business goes on track?
DoorDash always costs. I really don't even like DoorDash too much, because DoorDash kind of take 20% of your profit. So, because they charge to use their platform, they charge different fees, for the drivers and things of that nature. So yeah, you can make a couple $1,000s a week or so doing DoorDash, and then they taking 25% of that.
That's a lot of things people don't know about.
Or 30%. I think it's 30%.
But I'm saying, would it be cheaper if they do allow you to just like purchase their service for a whole year? You know how sometimes if you purchase a service for monthly, it's $20, but for the whole year they only $60.
I mean, yeah, that would be ideal, but their goal is to make money. That's how they stay in business. Yeah. That's how they able to do what they doing, because they getting 15-20% off of each one of these plates that come out of this restaurant. And I'm not the only one. There's probably millions of DoorDash.
Is it possible from your perspective, a business owner, if you're purchasing via DoorDash, we have to charge you guys more now so we can still make our bottom line?
Well, yeah. Well, our prices in the restaurant is different than on DoorDash. Like, we may charge $25 for a 2-meat in-house. We may charge $28 or $30 for it on DoorDash, because we got to try to offset the fees. Is it offsetting all the fees? No, but it make you feel a little bit better that you're able to retain a little bit more of your money.
Now, is Uber Eats the same way?
Yeah, all of them. Uber Eats, DoorDash. There's a lot of different delivery entities. We got like 4.
Which one is the cheapest in your opinion? If you're allowed to speak on stuff like this.
I think the cheapest one might be Slice. Because we only, and nobody, a lot of people haven't, because it's usually Slices, they usually deal with pizza places and things of that nature, and they've been, opening to other restaurants and trying to get other restaurants on their platform. So a lot of people really don't know about that. So, but they charge just like an upfront $6 fee for a tablet, and I think they charge a certain amount of fees per delivery, but it's not actually like the food cost. They charging for the delivery.
And you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. That was gonna be my question. Food costs. A lot of people don't understand how much money it takes. You know, the food costs, stuff like that. What would you say be the most expensive thing that you spend regarding buying food? All of them, or just one particular thing?
Food costs make me sad. My food costs real high, and that's another reason too, like why I some stuff we don't add to the menu just because it's expensive, and I don't feel like people thoroughly appreciate what they're getting. Like we do oxtails. Oxtails are very expensive. We paying $100 for like a 10-pound bag or something like that, 5-pound bags or something like that, and we have to buy multiples at a time. And we go through those in like a day or two. So yeah, steak, we get fresh cut ribeye. That's expensive. Fresh cut chicken. Well, I get all my meats and produce. I always get fresh. So
Seafood.
that too. Well, only thing I don't get fresh is the shrimp. I buy that by the case frozen. But the salmon, we get fresh salmon fillets. It's never frozen. It's not processed. So yeah, my food cost is kind of high. But for me, it's just like I don't want to put. I'm not putting nothing out there that I wouldn't eat, and I don't eat processed foods, and I try to stay away from too much trash. So I'm not gonna sell it either.
I know last time you said you use top quality noodles. You don't use the ramen, the 25-cent bags and stuff of noodles. But you know how sometimes I think of certain restaurants like McDonald's, Burger King, they always have the dollar menu. Of course, you probably, with your cost, you can't have a dollar menu. But if you just for the other noodles, just use the top ramen and then just decorate at the top of those with garnishments and other things.
It don't taste the same.
It what? Okay.
Yeah, because we didn't have that instant happen, you know, or this was like when I first started doing it. I was doing it like at pop-ups and just, you know, getting people's feedback about it. I changed up the noodles a couple of times just trying to figure out, you know, which ones preserved the best, or, you know, which ones had retained flavor. Like, cause you can buy, you know, the noodles without flavoring and things of that nature. Then you have to figure out how do you flavor the noodles so they're not bland, cause who want bland noodles? But yeah, the top ramen and the ramen that we use is totally different. It absorbs different. It tastes different. The texture different. Like the noodles that I use, you can put the broth in it. It can sit in there for days and it's not going to absorb that broth. It's still going to taste like a soup. If you do that with the ramen you get from the grocery store, it's going to suck that up in 5 minutes. It don't taste the same. It's going to be gummy. It's just different.